Good morning and welcome to week 4 of PA124. This week we're in chapter 4 and 5. So we're going to start with a verb, and a verb expresses action. So eat, look, jump, or a state of being, is, am, are. A verb may be one word or a group of words. Every complete sentence must contain a verb. Run, think, stop, like action verbs and linking verbs. And so I think this chapter is easy to talk about what a verb is. Main verbs and helping verbs, like Daniel applied for a new position. Lori is in psychology. So make sure that you really look into those verbs to be able to do your assignment at the end of your chapter here. And then we are also in chapter 5. Let me just go to that. Chapter 5 starts on page 81, and along the same lines, we're talking about subject-verb agreement. The subject and the verb must agree in person, first, second, or third person, and a number, singular or plural. A singular subject refers to one person, place, thing, concept, quality, or event. We know that. Singular means one. A plural subject refers to more than one person, place, thing, concept, quality, or event. A singular subject requires a singular verb, and a plural subject needs a plural verb. So this is one way to check your sentences to make sure that they are coming out correct. So, for example, I play on the Stingray soccer team. First person, singular. You play on the Stingray soccer team. Second person, still singular. One person, singular. He plays. Third person, still singular. We play. First person, plural. We, talking about a group. They play, talking about third person, plural. They as a plural. On the next page, it talks about noun subjects. The train arrives. This is a singular subject and verb. Trains arrive. That is a plural subject and verb. And then it gives you kind of a checkpoint to choose the correct verbs for the subjects. And I think working on singular and plural you'll be able to really identify those pretty quickly. On page 85, it says, when you want to express a condition that is not true, contrary to fact, you will probably never be true. Use were with all subjects, singular or plural. Contrary to fact sentences expresses wishes or opinions. They usually begin with if or contain as if, as, or as though. If I were our representative, I would vote for the price increase. If Mr. Gorbet were here, he would assist you. She behaves as if she were a princess. Singular subject, she, plural verb, were. So this is when you can mix those two, and it talks about that a little bit more. Subjects joined by and connecting words. Talks about a little bit about that, so you'll want to look into that. And then subject-verb separation. Sentences sometimes include other words that come between the subject and the verb. These intervening phrases and clauses can make recognizing the subject and choosing the verb form that agrees with the subject difficult. In order to find the subject in sentence like these, first locate the verb. So for example, Pensacola as well as Biloxi and Galveston is on the Gulf Coast. Is on the Gulf of Mexico. Verb is the is. What is Pensacola? Well, Pensacola is the subject. A singular subject, a singular verb. The parks in the country are under a different maintenance contract. Verb is are. What are parks? The parks is a plural verb. So I love how it kind of breaks that down so you can see that. Okay, and I think you can finish out chapter 5 on your own, talking about getting then into the application so you can do your assignment for the week. I want to talk a little bit about your discussion question for this week. It talks about when in the pharmacy will you use writing? So why are we taking an English class? When in the pharmacy will we use this writing? So I'm excited to hear from you about where you think you would need to write complete paragraphs, or where you think you would need to write complete sentences. And I would look into not only interacting with the pharmacy, but interacting with the customers, what that looks like, and where you could be using that. And so that should help you do your discussion question. We've had some really great, strong discussions. Keep it up. You guys are doing a wonderful job. I hope you have a great week, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.